Hey loves, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's your first time here. Hi, my name is Abigail and you're so welcome. So today's video is a styling tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can achieve this beautiful hairstyle you just saw, which is cornrow at the front and bantu knot at the back. It's a very beautiful hairstyle and I think that every African woman should actually wear this hairstyle because why not? It's very beautiful. And this hairstyle is not a simple hairstyle. It's not a style you can achieve in less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes max. No, it would definitely take your time, close to 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on how fast you are when making your hair. I've been wanting to make this style for the longest, but because I didn't have the time, I didn't do it. But now that I have the time, I decided to give it a try and I decided to actually film it for you guys because why not? So you definitely want to stick around and watch this video to the very end so you can see how I achieved this beautiful hairstyle. Okay, so I'm going to be making cornrow at the front. So the first thing I did was to make a very big part at the front, which I'm going to be using for the cornrow. Then after making the part, I had to secure the back that I'm not working with yet, as you can see. Then over to the front section, I decided to make smaller section which I'm going to be using for the cornrow, as you can see. So if you don't know how to cornrow, I would urge you to watch my video, my tutorial on how you can cornrow. It is very detailed, so I'm going to put the link in the description card so you can check it out. Make sure to watch the video if you don't know how to cornrow, but if you can cornrow, that is good and fine, so keep on watching the video. So I'm just going to cornrow this section from the beginning to the end, and when I get to the tip of the cornrow, I'm not going to braid the entire hair. I'm just going to braid it a little so that it doesn't loosen, then leave the hair out. Okay, so when you're making your cornrow, make sure to braid to the end but not to the tip, if that makes sense. Okay, also if you want to make this style, make sure to stretch your hair so that it will be very easy for you to make partitions on your hair. My hair is shrunken and it took me a while to make proper parts because my hair is shrunken, because as I'm parting my hair, I have to be separating knots and tangles. So to avoid situation like that, make sure to stretch your hair. And also when you're making your hair, do not grip your hair too tight so that you don't feel pain. So you don't put tension on your scalp and on your edges. That is very important. Just grip your hair firmly but not too tight so you don't get to experience pain or headache. That is not the goal, okay? Beauty is not pain. Okay. So just grip your hair firmly but not too tight, okay? At this point, I am so tired. Parting natural hair is not really an easy thing. And looking at the fact that my natural hair is not even stretched, my hair is shrunken, it has taken a lot of my energy. And I'm sure that the lines are not really straight, like the lines are just going from northwest, east, and south. But I'm going to try to look at what I did, then try to, if it's not straight, I'll try as much as I can to make it a little bit straight. I know it's not going to be 100% straight because I can't see my back of my hair, if that makes sense, and there's nobody to help me out at this point. So I'm just going to try to use my camera to see what I have parted and try to straighten it. I'm not concerned about making it 100% straight, if that makes sense, but it should be a little bit okay, if that makes sense. So let me just continue. So the back section is for the bantu knot, and as you can see, I already parted the hair into four parts. Initially, I wanted to make horizontal parting, but it was really difficult. So I had to stick to vertical parts, which was quite easy because obviously I do part my hair into two equal parts. So I felt okay, since I can part my hair into two equal parts, parting my hair vertically should not be that difficult, unlike parting it horizontally. That was why I had to do the vertical part, and I did that into four parts, like into four sections. So each of the vertical parts, the vertical lines, I'm going to divide it into two. I want to make the bantu knot like two on each line, but I wasn't able to do it that way because some parts, like the middle part of my hair, is thick, so I had to like part that more than two times. I think I did it three parts for the middle part. Then on the other side, which is the side of my ear, I parted it just two times. Okay, so when you're making the hair, try to make use of white toothed comb to comb your hair so that there'll be no knots or tangles. And as you can see, I did make use of a white toothed comb. So for the first part that I'm trying to work on, and oh yes, I'm going to be using extension because my hair is not really long enough to do the bantu knot with my hair, so I'm going to be adding extension to my hair. So for this first part I'm trying to work on, I had to pick three cornrows. Remember, I did not braid the cornrow to the end. I left it out. I just braided a little bit and I left it alone. So I'm just going to pick three cornrows, join them together and add it to the hair at the back. If you pay close attention, you should understand what I'm doing. Okay, so I picked three cornrows from the front, joined it to the hair at the back that I parted. Then I started braiding with my hair. Then I added extension. Initially, I wanted to do twists with the extension, but I felt that it's not going to be really firm the way I want it to be. So I had to braid it. So you need to know how to braid for it to be able to add extension. If you cannot braid, you'll find it very difficult adding extension. Okay, so I had to add the extension the way I know I would be able to do it comfortably. So the way I added my extension might not be the way you would add your extension. Add it the way you know you can hold it, like you can grip it. Okay, because it's not really much of a big deal the way you add it, because you're not leaving the braids down, because you will still have to roll it, if that makes sense. Okay, so just try to add the extension and braid all the way down. And when you're rolling your bantu knot, okay, make sure not to wrap it extremely tight. If you wrap it too tight, you would not be able to sleep. It would be so painful, you would have headache, and I'm sure you don't want to have headache. So make sure to wrap it loosely, but not too loosely that it would not stay put, if that makes sense. So just wrap it around and then continue the same process with the remaining hair, if that makes sense. So let me know, so far, are you enjoying this tutorial? What are you finding difficult to understand from the video? Let me know so I can explain better with voice notes in the comment section. Okay, So now that I'm done with the hair, I went ahead to trim the hair, to trim the extensions that I saw that were sticking out. Then after that, I went in with a mousse to lay the hairs that are flying out as well. And after that, I had to use oil sheen as well to make the hair bright, make the hair pop out more. So you can see it's not really difficult, but it's really time consuming to be able to do this hairstyle. So if you want to do this hairstyle, just dedicate one day that you can sit down to make this beautiful hairstyle, and you can keep this hair for as long as you want. It's not really difficult. If you're finding it difficult to sleep, you can loosen the braids and the next morning you roll it. And now this is the final result. Let me know what you think about this hairstyle, because I really love how this hairstyle looks. I love how I am rocking the hair. Okay, okay, I'm so happy. And this is what the back view looks like. Looks really nice. I am so happy with the results. And if you want, you can accessorize your hair. If you want to make use of accessories, feel free to do that. But if you don't want, you can actually rock it this way. And also, thank you for getting this far. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and see you in my next video. Bye.